video. Oh, very mysterious.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing my good friend Alamede's makeup. She does not like a lot of makeup on her face. She's more so a natural type of girl, so I promised her I would try to give her a natural look, but you'll see as the video goes. But here I was just trying to find her foundation color. I wanted to keep this part in the video because I just wanted to show my method of how I find foundations. A lot of YouTube videos I watch, they kind of skip over this part, or they just automatically know what foundation to use. But I just wanted to be honest and show how I did it. So basically, I got a few foundations, a couple of Tarte foundations and Maybelline Fit Me foundations, and I just swatched them on her face. And I allowed them to sit there as I started to work on her eyes. Oh, that's her hugging my brother. And so it could oxidize on her skin. So when I was done with her eyes, I picked the best foundation. To do her eyebrows, I used my Absolute New York Slim Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Smoke. So to conceal her eyebrows, I used LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. And I decided to only conceal underneath her eyebrows since I was going for more of a natural look, and it already seemed clean on the top for me, so I just decided to go underneath with Fawn. Using a fluffy eyeshadow brush, I just used that to pat in the Fawn concealer into her skin underneath her eyebrows. To prime her eyes, I used the P. Louise base in the shade number 3. So I just used the flat brush and patted it all over her eyelid on both sides. And then I went back and I got that eyeshadow brush and I patted it into the eyelid. So for eyeshadow, I went in with my Morphe 35P palette. So as you can see, I'm just using windshield swiping motions across her eyelid and transition area just to build up that color. And I got a darker brown color and I applied that to the transition area as well. took a lighter color and I put that on top of. To conceal, I used Tarte Shape Tape in the color Deep, and I applied it on her chin, Cupid's bow, the bridge of her nose, her forehead, and underneath her eyes. And this was my first time using the Tarte Shape Tape. It's really good, very thick and creamy. It came out really nice on her skin, especially when patting it out. For contour, I used Tarte's Creaseless Concealer. The name was not listed on the product. I don't know if it got wiped away, but I just applied a little bit onto her skin, and I slowly built it up as I pressed it in. Here I'm using my Aerospun translucent powder, and I applied it underneath her eyes, her chin, her nose, her forehead, and I pressed it into her skin. Then I went in with some banana setting powder and I applied it to those same areas in addition to around her mouth because it creases in that area. To go over the cream contour, I went in with my Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette in medium to dark and touched up on those areas. Then I took the same foundation brush and I pressed in that banana powder into her skin so it can melt into her skin, which helps avoid flashback. To set her face, I used MAC's Dark Deep Mineralized Skin Finish powder. She wants to do a story time so bad. If you guys want to hear a story time from me and her, comment below and let me know. But and she would not stay still. I am not rough like that, but she kept turning her head. I had to let her know. Sis, everybody knows it's a wig. For blush, I used the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette from Juvia's Place. And to contour her nose, I went back in with MAC's Dark Deep and I used that to lightly contour her nose so it wouldn't have a harsh line. And I used my setting spray and I took that same foundation brush and I patted the mist into her skin. So to add some color underneath her eyes, I went back in with that purplish color from my Morphe palette. And I just used a small smudge brush from Morphe to apply the color on her eyelid, on her under eye eyelid. Super Beauty Me?
Stubby, no chips?
So I went in with a MAC pencil. I forgot what color this is, but it's like a darker brown. And I lined her lips. She has some beautiful, nice, luscious lips. So I had to make sure that I got them right and lined them. And then we went in with the Fenty Diamond Milk lip gloss. Oh my gosh, this lip gloss is everything. So pretty. So to highlight, I used Juvia's Place, the Nubian by Juvia's loose highlighter in the color Nubia. Oh my goodness, this is my favorite part of doing makeup, applying the highlight. And that is just a highlighter brush from Morphe. At first, I didn't know how to feel about it because I wanted a bigger brush, but I really like it. So as you can see, I'm just in circular motions, I'm applying this highlight, and I'm making sure that I'm really pressing it into her skin and spreading it out. So when the sun or the light hits it, it goes all across those areas nice and smoothly. It's not any like one area is harsh and another one is like lacking. Nah, that highlight needs to be consistent, sis. To finish it up, I put some setting spray on her face, pressed it in once again, got my eyelash clamper, and I clamped her lashes so they can have some nice shape. And then I also went in with my mascara again, and I applied some on her top lash because sometimes some setting powder gets stuck underneath there. And this is the final look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this makeup tutorial. She said, oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love her. But yeah, we had fun making this video. Of course, we were just talking and talking for days. And she was a great makeup model. Good energy always. And she thinks I'm so funny. She was feeling herself a little too much. But yes, please like, share, and subscribe. If you like my videos, please click that notification bell. And stay tuned. And if there's any looks or any suggestions that you guys have for me or things that you guys want, just comment down below and I will be back with another video. Thank you.